We got to finish this shit tonight. Boop. Boop.
All right. Welcome to the Great American Experience, the game. I'm the Wizard of Oz. This is not my show. I'm just the guy behind the curtain pushing buttons and pulling levers. So I'm going to get the links out here, make sure everything's working properly while we wait for people to show up. All right, here we go. There's some of that. And let's see here. Hey, Josh, welcome in. Let me get the link up there. All right. Hold on a second. It's not working yet. Nope, hold on. Let's see here. Working yet? Hey, Deb. Josh the Prepper. Josh Connor. Yeah. All right. Hey, Lou. How you doing? Oh, my gosh. All right. So, let me get the link over there. All right, hold on a second here.
That's where I'm going to be. Later on, 420. Bye, Southern Belle. Hey, cheers, everybody. There's the link. Have at it, man. I'm going to be over there in like a couple minutes.
All right. All right, so let's get this. Let's see here. Let's see if this is going to work now. All right, there it is. It's working now. What's up, Joseph Reese? Wow, Bill, how you doing? Grab a link. Southern Belle, how you doing? Welcome in. Andy, voice of reason. Poopy head. Well, grab a link. Come on up on the screen here. Let's get the conversation started. We've been seeing lots of different stuff, man. How you doing, Bill?
Good. Got a little bit of a low battery, so I probably won't be on here for too long.
Go get you a cord.
Yeah, and then I walk around with an umbilical cord attached to me.
Well, don't walk around. Just sit down in your chair and I can.
Oh, I'm doing stuff. I'm just doing ghost stuff.
You're doing ghost stuff.
Yeah.
Oh shit, man! I tell you what, though. You know what? I want to try to find that. See if I can get that.
So I got auto updates are turned off on my phone.
Yeah.
No, I don't do auto updates anyway. So.
Hold on.
Is the time of strength. If you want peace, you must stand
strong at all times. The time for empty talk is over. Now arrives the hour of action. Today, you end one chapter, but you are about to begin the greatest.
You remember when I played last week? I went and played the inauguration speech from 2016. Remember?
Yeah.
Played last week. Well, somebody put a compilation together of Trump stuff. Yeah. And it was that last one I sent you, Bill.
All right, guys.
Hey, what's up, Andy?
How much?
Andy, hello.
All right, guys. Hi, man.
Hey, what's up, Andy?
Not a lot, dudes. Just, I just thought I'd come and say hello.
Well, hello. Right. Yeah, it's been a shit show here in the States for the last couple of days, and probably not going to get much better for the upcoming week.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Aren't they going to be upset when Trump announces he'll be president for the next 4 years?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to talk about what's going on in America at the moment.
Okay. What?
So, what happened at the Capitol building? I get what happened, like they stormed it, but I mean, what's going to happen next?
Andy, I think I don't know if you watch the BBC.
No, I don't watch it. I don't watch that nonsense.
Yeah, it's the BBC and all news channels in the United States are all out of the same slop bucket.
Yeah, mainstream media can suck my balls up.
So you're not going to get the real lowdown, and I don't think that any of us really have the true lowdown on things. It's a lot of disinformation floating around on all our news channels, and the only thing we really have that we've been able to kind of get some kind of intelligent understanding of anything is been on YouTube and a couple of these internet platforms. They've shut most of this down as well. So we're having big time censorship going on here. We had Parler, which was one. We had another one, Rumble. That one is down. I mean, there's not much going on there. There's like Dan Bongino and a couple of other people are talking on there. So a lot of people here are in the dark right now, and they're just grasping for whatever they can find.
Well, the only social media I had was Parler and something called VK, which is like a Russian Facebook. But they kicked Tommy Robinson off VK, so I stopped using that. And then Parler, it's been shut down. Is it? I don't know. I've only just found out tonight that it's been shut down. I just assumed it was something wrong with my app. I didn't realize it had been shut down like worldwide.
Yeah, it's totally. I wouldn't say that it's necessarily communist, but it is some kind of a very bad thing, very similar to communism, probably even worse. They're even talking about executing all of President Trump's supporters, which are 75 million. As a modest figure, we think it's over 80 million.
Executed.
They're talking. Yeah, they're saying they got guillotines and everything, and they're going to be chopping our heads off and all this stuff.
Those of us that won't be re-educated will
Who
be.
said that?
In the manifestos.
What? Who's?
Every one of these leftist goons are saying the same thing. They're all talking about it.
They'll have to be eliminated for us to move forward, is what they say.
Yeah.
If they can't be re-educated, they will be eliminated.
You guys are all armed to the teeth, though, aren't you? Can you imagine trying to pull that off? Also, what?
Right? They don't have a clue what they're talking
I
about.
don't.
There's
I
no
don't.
way.
I don't doubt that that's what they'd want to do, but it's not. It's not possible, surely.
Well, not to say that they wouldn't get a bunch of them. At least the ones that they know of now that are, face are recognized that they want to go after all the people that were at all the people that they've recognized and identified in Washington, D.C. on the 6th. All those people that were there, they're all being listed no-fly zones, terrorist risk. Yeah. There are people stranded.
I saw something on the news over here that the FBI were offering, I think it was like $50,000 for information or something like that for people, but I don't know. This is what I mean. I don't live in America. I don't. The only information I get is things that I read on the internet.
Here's the one thing I can tell you: they've started identifying people that were in the Capitol building and around the Capitol building at the time on January 6th. Yeah. And they started, even before they were able to leave Washington, D.C., had started putting them on no-fly risk list. And they weren't able to get back on the planes to go home.
Yep.
Yeah. Thing is, America's a big country, isn't it? It's not like England where if you went to London, you could just like walk home. It's a fucking huge country, isn't it? Yeah.
Right. We got over 2,000 miles from coast to coast.
I reckon I could probably sneak into the Mexican border.
No, I ain't going nowhere. These motherfuckers are going to kill me right here on this ground.
I could slip into Mexico or Canada or somewhere if I had to.
Did you guys go to Washington?
Negative.
I wasn't able to go.
Yeah.
I got plenty of friends that did.
It's I don't know. I mean, how can they argue against it, really? Because it's sort of in your constitution, isn't it?
They don't give a shit about the Constitution. In fact, it's antithetical to their cause. They got to get rid of it. They violated 3 amendments in the Bill of Rights just by pulling this shit off. They did.
Whatever happens to us is eventually going to happen to you as well, Andy.
Well, it's already happened.
It's already happened there, dude.
I know. Hey, I got to ask you a question. Have you heard of anything about the blackout at the Vatican?
No.
It wasn't the only place. There's a couple other cities I heard of since then that where they had blackouts and things changed shortly after.
Yep, Pakistan had a nationwide blackout.
There was one in Vatican City, Italy. And there was
Quebec.
Brussels.
What do you mean by blackout? Like the power went off?
Yeah. They shut down the power plants.
Power outage.
No, I haven't heard anything about that. No, I don't know.
Quebec, Canada.
Vatican's in Italy. I mean that it's a long way from where I live.
Yeah, fortunately for you.
I don't doubt it. You know, EU have manipulated England into we have to buy power from fucking France.
Well, they've all manipulated your currency, your banking system, everything.
No, the EU manipulated this country into being subservient to Europe. That's exactly what they wanted. We were number 1 before we joined the EU, and now we're not. Germany's number 1.
Yeah.
We can't even there was a supporters cells with energy. You have to buy it off France.
Maybe the Germans are going to bomb your asses again.
Well, maybe. Maybe.
Dirty
Who knows?
cow.
I won't put it past them. I won't put it past them.
Because you guys are like my brothers over there. You're like kin.
Fire
That's
in the motherfucking
right.
boat.
Just stand together.
Yeah.
Right. Or we die. We either hang together or we hang separately.
I mean, we have a few ideological differences, but other than that, I mean, you guys are like kin to us.
Yeah, yeah.
You actually are kin to us.
Well, we come from the same people, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Exactly.
So, yeah, this is just a matter of just kicking somebody's ass, relieving some stress.
America's got a lot. It's got it. Well, apart from the fact America's a lot bigger, you're all armed, so you've got potential to be a lot more wild than we are in this country.
You know what's hilarious? We were watching a Sherlock Holmes video a while back, and I put in a comment that that was back when England still had guns, and they're showing Sherlock Holmes, they're all loading up their pistols and everything. It was pretty cool.
Can I is your profile picture Wild Bill?
That's not my actual picture. No, that's a picture of Buffalo Bill Cody when he was young.
Is that the person who they call Wild Bill?
Yeah. He was actually friends with the original Wild Bill, but Buffalo Bill Cody was actually a showman. But he was in the army. He was a decorated soldier. Fought over 15 battles. So.
There's a pub near me, and back in the day, Wild Bill came over and did like a circus thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. He stopped in that pub.
Yes.
There's also I forgot his name. What the fuck's his name? There's been a film made about him. Johnny Depp played him. He was like a bank robber.
There was another one who was Wild Bill, and Wild Bill was previous to that. He was previous to Buffalo Bill, but Buffalo Bill also went by Wild Bill. He went by Wild Bill Cody, and they were friends. Wild Bill Cody. Wild Bill and Buffalo Bill Cody were both friends. They were very good friends.
In this pub near me, there's like an old advertisement from back in when were it? 1800s got to be, hasn't it? And it's advertising his show coming to a place like near where I live, but.
That was Buffalo Bill Cody.
Yeah, Buffalo Bill, is it? Yeah. But the what was that bank robber called? Who there was that film with Johnny Depp in. I forgot what the fuck it's called. Right, I'm gonna Google it now.
Glacius.
What's it called? Public I forgot what it's called.
Public Enemy #1 or something like that.
Is it John Dillinger? John Dillinger, that's it.
Oh, that's different. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit later on, but there's also another pub near me where John Dillinger came to England and he hid out there, and there's a picture on the wall of him and the people who used to own the pub, and yeah, nobody ever knew he were here.
I don't know who the actors were in the movie Deadwood, but because I never saw the movie Deadwood, but the story about the other Wild Bill, the previous one, he actually was killed in a saloon in Deadwood, and that's where the poker game, that what they called the Dead Man's Hand, came from.
I've never seen that program.
Okay,
What is that? Is that the who's that? John Dillinger.
John Dillinger was another bank robber guy.
Yeah, I
But-
think he was shot outside a movie theater or something. Who are you talking about with Dead Man's Hand? Wild Bill.
Oh, I'm talking about the original Wild Bill.
Oh,
He
right,
died in Deadwood, South Dakota.
right.
He was shot in a poker game.
Ah.
He pulled the dead man's hand and we were shot. So that became like a cursed poker hand, you know.
Is Wild?
You played poker before, right?
Yeah, Texas Hold'em. I don't know how to play the other.
Yeah, same thing, pretty much very similar. So the dead man's hand, if you ever you look it up, what was a dead man's hand, and you'll see what the dead man's hand was. That's where Wild Bill died, in that saloon in Deadwood.
Aces over eights.
Yep. And I kind of know a little bit about the background because I used to live in Illinois, where Wild Bill was born, in a place called Troy, Illinois. That's where he was born and raised.
So, Wild Bill's a different person completely to Buffalo Bill.
Yes, sir.
Right. I'm going to do my research because I don't know Wild Bill. So.
Dennis, what did you do to your beard? He's got it all.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's one of those what are they called?
In fact, I might know a bit about him. Wild Bill, he was like a sheriff, wasn't he? Were he? Am I completely wrong?
You what now?
Was Wild Bill a sheriff of a town?
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm gonna
he was. He actually was a sheriff.
Yeah, there's
The first Wild Bill was, not Buffalo Bill.
Yeah.
We say Buffalo Bill. The picture, I know, I confused the issue a little bit because this is actually a picture of Buffalo Bill, not Wild Bill.
Wild Bill Hickok.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm confused with.
Wild Bill Hickok. You gotcha.
Yeah.
What's he called? What's the actor called? He played the dude. What the fuck's he called, man? He was called. I can't even remember. I'm gonna have to read. I'm gonna find it. Oh, Jeff Bridges. Jeff Bridges.
Yep.
He did a film called Wild Bill, didn't he?
I don't think he did. I think he actually was in the movie Tombstone. That was with Wyatt Earp.
I don't. No, he definitely did, man. He definitely did. Why? I'm gonna look at it on Google now.
I confused the issue because I've got Buffalo Bill Cody's youngest picture that they have of him on there.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Jeff Bridges. He did. He played Wild Bill, and yeah, the film was called Wild Bill.
Oh,
yeah.
saw that.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen the film, so if that follows sort of what they were about, I've got a bit of knowledge. I need to research it more though. I like characters from America. You know, like legendary characters like that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Old West stuff.
yeah.
Remember? Do you remember an entertainer, Sammy Davis Jr.?
I might say something completely stupid now, but were you like in Rat Pack or something like that?
Yeah, I don't know what age you are.
I'm 32.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm 60 years old, so it's probably you know we're like a generation apart. You're the actual age of my kids, to be honest. But
Yeah.
but these are stuff that I grew up with was Sammy Davis Jr. and there was a lot of Western movies. We had John Wayne.
Were James? Is it James Dean? Dean Martin. He was part in that, wasn't he?
You got it. Yeah. Yep. You're right.
Yeah.
Jeff Bridges was in True Grit, not Tombstone.
True Grit. Okay, thank you. So what I'm saying is that Sammy Davis Jr. played in a lot of westerns, and a lot of people don't know that. He was a black entertainer, and he played in a lot of westerns. And in fact, he was. I mean, the guy Sammy Davis Jr. was a renowned trick shooter. He was truly one of the fastest guns there was. And so he played in a lot of movies as a result, you know, in Western movies as a black cowboy.
He was in The Rifleman in an episode, and that was his part. Quick draw.
Yep.
I know.
And he lived it.
James Dean were a cowboy as well, wasn't he? I always thought he were a better singer than Frank Sinatra. I like it. I like his voice better.
Yeah. He had a good looking daughter too, Nancy Sinatra.
She were on Sopranos, wasn't she? She were on that.
Oh, she was
She's old now though.
Nancy Sinatra.
Yeah.
She's the one that sang that song. These boots were made for walking.
Oh, was that her?
That was
I
her.
always thought that were Cher for some reason.
No, she was a hottie back then.
Yeah, Dean Martin. You had a cowboy for a president as well, didn't you? In 80s. Reagan.
Ronald Reagan, yeah.
Yeah, he were a cowboy.
Yeah. He made a military movie.
He was a movie cowboy, pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. Spaghetti westerns. A lot of them were filmed in Spain and Italy, weren't they?
Ronald? No, not really. Maybe.
Yeah, that's why they're called spaghetti westerns, because they were like filmed in Italy.
Clint Eastwood was big time on spaghetti westerns.
No, they called them spaghetti westerns because they had all the directors were Italians.
Yeah.
So they were made in Italy.
They were low budget movie.
Yeah, the producer was Italian, Sergio Leone.
Yeah. They were produced by and directed by a lot of Italian individuals.
Well, the Italian extras were super cheap. So when they needed like a few thousand Indians, they just got all these Italians and freaking dressed them up like Indians.
What's that other film? It's an old film. Ben-Hur or something.
Yeah.
Ben-Hur, yeah. They killed all horses, didn't they?
Yeah. Let's see. Lee Van Cleef. He was a spaghetti western actor. Lee Van Cleef.
I'm
Real,
gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to Google it because I know name. I'm gonna have to.
real sinister looking guy. Those are the old days, the glory days of the spaghetti westerns.
Yeah, Charles Bronson.
Oh yeah, Angel Eyes. They were Angel Eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. Now. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, fuck it out. We're in film club, aren't we? Here. Love it.
taking a break from the political stuff, huh?
Yeah, why not?
What's your favorite Clint Eastwood movie?
Good, Bad, and the Ugly. Every day at week.
What was that movie? Two Mules for Sister.
Sarah?
Huh?
Sister Sarah.
Yeah, I like that one.
Man, I saw a Clint Eastwood film the other day. Fuck, maybe I've got shit memory, so I can't remember who were in it or what it was called, so it don't matter. Good film anyway.
Well, those movies are classics. I mean, they just never get old, really.
Good, Bad, and the Ugly.
Outlaw Josie Wells will always be a classic. It's entertaining.
Yep, that's a good one.
Good, Bad, and the Ugly.
Good, Bad, and the Ugly.
Fistful of Dollars. Hang 'em High.
Hang 'em high.
Town Painted Red.
Now, that was a triple feature at the theater. It was Fistful of Dollars, Hang 'em High, and
For a few dollars more.
Yeah, a few dollars more.
Did you like Gran Torino?
Yeah, it's a good film.
I didn't care for it. I thought it was just.
I thought it was good, man.
How about The Mule?
Yeah, I like that.
Mule was good.
Saw it.
To be fair, anything with Clint Eastwood in, I think.
they're not doing any new good westerns anymore. Liberals ruined all that.
Yeah.
They're trying to cancel the gun culture, so they just don't want to let that stuff, keep circulating. They're trying to shut it all down.
Did you like the remake of The Magnificent Seven?
What is that? What's it called? Emma did Pulp Fiction.
Denzel Washington?
Is it Emma? Emma did Pulp Fiction. What's it called?
Pulp Fiction or John Travolta?
No, that director.
The director? I don't know.
Hey, Conservative Patriot, welcome in.
But on the British side of things, I love Monty Python. I was a total fan of Benny Hill.
Oh, Benny Hill. It's fucking brilliant.
That's what's wrong with TV today. They don't have any Benny Hills.
Benny Hill's so fucking fantastic, right?
Quentin Tarantino for Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, that's.
I like Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean, yeah. Rowan Atkinson.
Yeah, that's goofy, hilarious.
I like Benny Hill. Benny Hill. Have you ever seen Benny Hill the Messenger?
Probably. I saw all the Benny Hills.
I'll post a link in chat.
And then on PBS, we used to have a lot of sitcoms. They were British, like Are You Being Served? And Allo Allo. Are You Being Served? Although you had the same exact stuff during the same time frame.
He's not that old.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I've heard of them, and I know what you're talking about. But
How about Red
I've
Dwarf?
never got into them. Red Dwarf, yeah, Red Dwarf will go brilliant.
Doctor Who?
No, I don't like Doctor Who.
I liked it.
I got to ask Booze a question. Are you ever going to get my package?
I don't know. I haven't gotten it yet.
Have you looked at the tracking?
I
This
posted that
morning it
down
finally said out for delivery to destination. But I haven't got a notice that it's been delivered yet.
Oh, really?
They probably X-rayed it and saw the baggies somehow and thought it was MJ and opened the package. I'm curious to see if the package was opened.
Well, we haven't gotten it as of yet that I'm aware of.
I put it in baggies, so then I thought, well, maybe they're going to be suspicious.
Nah, I doubt it. Because I receive seeds, all kinds of stuff all the time.
This is taking forever, man. I don't understand it.
Hey, yeah, I had a package just it sent priority that took 3 weeks to get here.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Are you being served?
There were an English thing filmed really near where I live. It were let me try and find it. Oh, open. No, not open all hours. Were it open all hours? Let me Google it.
No, we better start seeing rabbits pretty damn soon.
Who's the fruity guy, the fruity acting guy that was on you? Are you being served?
Yeah, there were one called Open All Hours, and that were filmed like very close to where I live. It was basically like a corner shop, and that was story, but it's an hairdresser now. The fruity guy.
And Are You Being Served? The fruity acting guy. Remember him?
Let me have a look in Google. Are you?
Howdy, fellers.
I don't
Hey,
think I've seen it. I don't think I've seen it.
How you doing, brother?
No,
Pretty good.
I've never watched that one. Mate.
I got something interesting to share.
Okay.
I just went on the main page of YouTube. K is live right now. Do you know how many people are watching K right now? Almost 300.
Wow.
Really?
She's got a huge audience tonight. I don't know what she's talking about.
I can imagine what she's talking about.
So I'm throwing the link for Kay's chat in the chat if anybody wants to go say hi over there. And she had like 280 people.
Skulldraiser got it. It was
Dennis.
Mr. Humphreys. It was Mr. Humphreys.
Dennis,
Yes.
can I ask you a question? Is that a green screen in background, or is that actually your?
I'm in Tokyo.
You are?
No, not really. Yeah, that's a background, an animated background.
I was gonna say it's fucking phenomenal.
I like it.
It looks real.
Yeah, the software works pretty good.
Very impressive.
And
Oh wow!
very impressive.
What?
Mrs. Slocum.
So Nancy Pelosi didn't show up for work today, huh?
Who's been throwing dead pig's heads at her house? Funny.
Do what?
I've seen in news that she's had dead pig's heads thrown at her house. Apparently,
Heads.
Yeah, that was last
Yeah.
week.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to put a horse's head in her bed.
I heard a report that she was seen crossing the border, the southern border.
You know, there's a lot of misinformation. It's like, why do people put this stuff out?
I know, right?
They're saying Trump signed an Insurrection Act to get your hopes up, and then you find out it's not true.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You got to wait 24 to 48 hours before you find out if anything that you like or dislike is even true.
Yep. You are right. It's stupid.
Yeah, there's so much disinformation. You can't trust anything.
Colonel Shaw.
Salute, Colonel.
That's right.
Mr. Humphreys, are you free?
I can't say. I can't find K. Is that Red Lotus who we were talking about?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
I was just trying to find her. Is she streaming now? But I can't find it. I'm friends with her because
The channel name streaming on her is the Patriots Unite Against Censorship.
suppose it don't matter. We're in here, aren't we? Yeah, America. Fuck yeah.
Don T. Rump is in the house.
This out from Lynn Wood. Trump is in Abilene, Texas, at the National Defense Command Center. So while Congress is on Capitol Hill committing treason, surrounded by the military who is helping them, or by Pence's order, Trump is in Texas at the command center watching. You think if the military didn't have his back, would he be there, or escape Washington on Air Force One? Section of Defense, Secretary of Defense is playing Pence and Congress, waiting for them to finish the crime. All right. What it says there.
Nothing going on YouTube too much.
Everybody's too scared to do anything.
Yep.
Hopefully it's a calm before the little storm.
President Trump's got to have military on his side, hasn't he? He's
I
got to
believe
have all police force on his side also, hasn't he?
A lot. We've got some turncoat cops here. Mostly municipal police are the turncoats. Our sheriffs are very loyal because they have to swear that oath to the Constitution.
That's speculation on my part. I can't see the deep state slash. I like that, the dip state. The deep state slash globalist NWO not having hooks in the military though. They wouldn't have started this unless they had some kind of hooks.
What are you talking about?
Well, no, if we're talking about the military. I'm not sure that all the military would be on Trump's side of having his back. I don't think the deep state and the globalists would have started this mess unless they had some kind of hooks into the military.
That would be the armchair political type officers that are working in the Pentagon.
Hopefully that's it. We need the battle people on our side.
Generals, yes.
We've got a few. We've got enough. Our Marines are very loyal to the president. He's a commander-in-chief.
Supposed to be, yeah.
Well, he is. He's my commander-in-chief. I'm an Army veteran. If he calls me, I'm right there.
Yeah, functionally, to people that choose it, these guys are denying all reality, man. You have people denying all reality, saying he incited violence, and you have a video where he talks about be peaceful and all that. He didn't incite any violence. These people are just deny reality just for their own agenda. They're liars and deceitful.
Yep.
I've got a question that might sound stupid again, but you know when your president's the commander and chief,
Yeah.
is the chief bit got something to do with like Indians being the chief, or is that just nothing to do with it?
What it means is that he is the highest ranking officer of the military,
Of all branches.
of all branches of service.
Yeah. Yeah, a bit like Queen is in England. She's number one.
Just like in Scotland, you have your chieftains of the clans.
I'm not from Scotland.
I know you're not. I remember you saying that, but I'm just saying in Scotland, there's chieftains of clans. Used to be.
There's the etymology of chief.
I don't know whether they called them chieftains. I get what you're saying though. They've got like clan leaders type of thing.
Yeah, they're chieftains.
Yeah, Scotland's a bit of a strange place, really. Like you've got like most Scottish people want to be part of Britain, but then you've got other side, but that's more to do with religion. That's more to do with Catholics and Protestants. You know, a bit like Ireland. Like most Northern Irish want to be part of the UK, but you've still got like Catholic side that doesn't.
Well, back during the days of the clan wars, in the 1700s, the head of the clan was the chieftain. You had chieftains and you had bards, and this is early times, you know. That's my heritage. Bards, orators, druids, all of that.
Scotland. Yeah. Okay, now. They couldn't be conquered years ago. That's why Adrian's wall were built. Romans just fucked it off, just built the wall. Couldn't conquer them. There were just loads of tribes that they couldn't defeat, basically.
Guerrilla warfare.
Yeah. You know, one thing a long time ago, like back when plague were in England, and people in Scotland thought plague were a religious thing. They thought it was like something to wipe out the English. So Scottish came to England. There were no plague in Scotland, so Scotland came to England to try and take it over. So we had a war.
Well, we have
and then they just took the plague back to Scotland, and it killed like about a quarter of the population. But
well, if you're from one of the shires of England, and I know that you are,
yeah,
then
Yorkshire.
What the shires at one time were all part of Wales. They were counties of Wales.
Nah, where I'm from,
Yorkshire. It was a county of Wales, and the King of Wales, he and his brother gambled, and he lost the shires to his brother.
Nah. Yorkshire were never part of Wales.
Yorkshire, Cheshire, which was called Chestershire, and Lancashire, Lancastershire, they were all shires of Wales. That was a word for a county.
No. That's not right. You know the Welsh language though. How the Welsh language started. It were pirates who wanted to speak in code to each other, so English couldn't understand, and that's how their language started.
I tried to speak Welsh, and I never ever could even get close to speaking it.
Yeah, they've got really like weird words. They're like full of like I don't know. What's the word? Vowels.
Scots Gaelic. I know some words in Scots Gaelic, but I can't carry on a conversation. I can greet people and so forth, but I can't carry on a conversation. understand when they talk to me. I can kind of understand some things.
I've never heard Gaelic before. If you go to Wales, like not southern Wales, but if you go to like the middle of Wales, people still speak it, and it's I don't know. It sounds a weird language. Like it's nothing like English.
No, there's two languages in Scotland. There's two languages. There's Scots. There's Scots. That's its own language, and it kind of sounds a little bit like Dutch. And then there's Scots Gaelic, and it's a lot like Irish.
I've only ever been to two places in Scotland. I've been to Glasgow and I've been to Edinburgh, but I've never heard anyone speaking Scottish. But you still get people who walk around in kilts and they've got like long socks on and they have knives stuck in back of the socks, and I forgot what they called them.
Called skin-do.
Yeah, and it's like a thing. Like they still do it. They still do it. Thing is, if I were walking around in where I live with a knife stuck down back of my sock, I'd end up in fucking jail. You know what I mean? Won't be allowed.
If they caught you with it, but that's the whole idea. The word skin-do means dark knife. That's what it means. So it's your hidden knife. It's your dark knife.
Oh, you can see them. They're like stuck down back of the long socks.
Yeah, but they didn't always do it overtly like that. They'd shove them down inside their socks or in their leggings. They'd wear these leather leggings and stuff, and they would stuff them down in there originally.
Yeah, I've got no problem with Scottish people. I like them. They're all right.
Well, I'm one. Do you like me?
No. Yeah, well, joking. Yeah, of course I do. Yeah, but so like if you go to Glasgow, they've got really strong accents. Like even I can't understand what they're talking about, and they're speaking English.
Well, when you go into the south of the U.S., you know that southern twang that you hear.
What, K-Kona?
You know, like you go down into Texas, along Texas and the Carolinas.
Yeah,
that's originally from Scots Gaelic, Scots Irish. I mean, that's the Scots Irish. That's when your queen shipped us all off over to freaking Ireland.
That's why.
They shipped all the Scots, including my people, to Ireland, to Northern Ireland, and then they immigrated to America. And they settled all throughout the South. And that's where the Confederate flag came from the Scottish St. Andrew's cross. Yeah. And the 13 stars that symbolized, because St. Andrew died on a cross shaped like an X.
We supported the Southern states in your Civil War, though, didn't we? We gave you
the Articles of Confederation meant with federation. It means means with federation, and we still recognize the titles, and that was the predecessor to the Constitution. Was the Articles of Confederation. So that it was before we had completely separated from England, before we declared our independence, was the Articles of Confederation, and John Adams decided that he didn't like the he didn't decide it on his own, but they didn't want that, and they came up with what we call the Constitution of the United States, which was based on an Iroquois peace treaty that we had with the Iroquois Indians. So our Constitution had sprung out of the Iroquois peace treaty.
Right.
So they changed it to the Constitution. So we also have other things like the Emancipation Proclamation, which came around in Abraham Lincoln. We have the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution of the United States, which is basically telling England what we decide that we consist of. That's where the word Constitution means what we decide we consist of as a nation.
I do metal detecting, and one of my mates who I got do metal detecting with found a King George shilling, I think it was, like a silver coin, but it had a stamp on it in middle of his head. And when he researched it, what it were about was when you first got your independence, you still had our currency in your country, but before you minted your own coins and made your own money, you used to stamp a letter in middle of King's head to say this is an American coin. And
Yeah.
he found one on a field in England. Yeah, quite like rare. I'm sure you can probably find them in America if you go metal detecting, but to find one in England, they're like rare. Very rare.
Silver?
You what, sorry?
Is it a silver coin?
Yeah, silver. Yeah.
Hmm.
It was like silver shilling, or I'm not sure what denomination it was, but yeah.
A shilling, huh?
Yeah.
Was it a shilling?
I'm not entirely sure. I think the size of it would probably be about the same size as one of your $1 coins is now. Like,
Okay. It was probably an ounce of silver then. See, our paper money was actually it became fiat money. Our original money was silver, so an ounce of silver was worth $1 US.
Yeah. No, it's before you had your own money. It's like just after you got your independence, but you still had our currency. But you used to stamp something on King's head, say it's American.
So if it has no collector's value and it is 1 ounce, depending on its purity, it'd be worth $27 roughly. That's not collector's value. So 27.
It's worth more than the value of the silver.
Certainly, yeah.
Yeah, it's got its historical value. I mean, I found hammered coins from 12, like King Edward, like 12, and they're like little thin pieces of silver hammered.
Hello.
And they're worth a lot more than the weight of silver they are. I mean, there's hardly any silver to them, but you know, because it's history. I found things from 50 BC, Roman coins. Yeah.
I would love to metal detect England.
Oh yeah, there's some oldest thing I found is a Bronze Age axe head, and that's 3,000 years old. 3,000 years old.
You know
I found it in a place called Bentley in Doncaster, and there used to be a tribe around there. Thing is, when we axe heads, usually when they're found is you find like maybe 6, 7 around, because what they used to do is if an axe head got broke, they used to save them so they could melt them all down again. But this one, I found it on its own, and yeah.
So it's rare.
Oh yeah, very rare. I mean, like the piece of bronze is probably about I don't know, about 5 or 6 inches long. But yeah, it's worth nearly £1,000. Yeah, it's rare. Yeah,
It's an artifact. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wow. All right.
Well, one of the famous things that they've been finding in bogs, not very many, very few, but they have found something that was an ancient Celtic horn that they used to, it was a battle horn called a carnix.
Right.
And they would blow this horn, and it terrified the Romans, the Carnics, and they were able to completely recreate them now, and they're actually manufacturing Carnix horns now.
I'm seeing it.
Where's that been found?
In the bogs,
Let's see.
in bogs somewhere in England.
Oh, I've never heard of them.
Yeah,
I'll have to research it.
Yeah, look up Carnix, and you'll find more information about that, because I can't give you all the details. I know exactly what it looks like and sounds like, but to think of the sound of these things going through hillsides and mountainsides and hearing them all around them, it was terrifying to the Romans.
There's two things that I've never found metal detecting that I've always wanted to find. One of them is like they used to get these. They were made of lead, and they used to put holy water in them, and I forgot what they're called.
And then the people went nuts from lead poisoning, right?
yeah. They were like I forgot what they're called. They're only small. And other thing is, Romans, when they used to scribe messages onto lead. They used to fold them up and throw them into a field or into whatever they wanted to curse. It like a curse or something. But if you find one and you unscroll it, and you can get someone who can.
Pass this on.
What did Romans speak? Latin. If you get somebody who can transcribe it, you can tell what the person's written on it. It might say something like, "I hope he has a bad crop for the next 100 years" or something. You know what I mean?
I just got communication, guys. Supposedly, Trump has declassified all of the DC scandal stuff.
What does that mean?
We're talking about the Hillary Clinton emails. We're talking about WikiLeaks. We're talking about McCain stuff, Vegas shooting, Steve Jobs HIV letter, the Podesta shit, Afghanistan, Syria, Iran, Bilderberger, CIA agents arrested for rape, the HWO pandemic, all of it.
What is that?
He just declassified all the secret files on all their fucking bullshit.
Is that accessible on the internet now? Then
I've got some links here. It's going to take me a little bit of fang-dangling to get through to the screen here, but let me see what I pull up here. See if I can show them. No. Let's see here. Oh shit. Yeah, they're just categories of files. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can show that. Oh shit. Canoes? Canoes still here? Where's Canoes? I'm sending Canoes. I'm sending these files to you, bro. Some of these links ain't working. Oh shit.
is WikiLeaks still working? You know, after Julian Assange got locked up.
Yeah, all that stuff is still functional. Okay, I got one of them over to my email. Hold on a second. Okay. It'll take a few minutes for it to get over there. Hold on.
Testing, is my microphone working?
Yes, it's working.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. All right. Into the chat. Here's one of the links to the files that he declassified. Hold on. Working on it. All right. Trying to do these one at a time so I don't get them mixed up. Already done that one.
What? And these have only just been released.
That's the information I got. I haven't had a chance to go through them.
Okay, now
Does Trump will be moved?
there's a lot of things, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a lot of data. There's a lot of crap. A lot of stuff. The intel will be dropped for everyone to see and hear in loops. That will be several hours long. Here's the 3 days of darkness upon us, my friends. Here it is. Marines and National Guard troops are being moved as needed for the riots that will start after the national release of the intel. The intel will be dropped for everyone to see and hear in loops that will be several hours long. The system was just checked by the FCC and a few days ago, alerting all media that they cannot block the flow of intel under federal regs. Trump will be moved continuously like a chess piece from now until the 20th in order to avoid any retaliation against him and his family. Trump had to exhaust all other means legally before this operation could commence. He gave everyone a fair chance to come clean, and they refused. His press release of a smooth transition did not include the word concede, as he has no plans to do so. Rather, there will be a smooth transition to power to his new cabinet staff and a new vice president, General Flynn. The rally in D.C. was an awesome event for what it's worth. Trump has just declassified all the Washington scandals. He is hiding at a military base. The attack at the Capitol was Antifa and BLM for the most part. This is not on any of the news or social media. This is why they are censoring everyone. They just declassified everything. Share it far and wide.
So, where were you reading that from? Where's that come from?
It's from a source of mine, and I'm trying to figure out where they might have gotten it from. Okay, that's just a repeat. Okay. Yeah.
It's interesting.
I don't know where they just did a context copy. They didn't do a link copy.
Into the emails. Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's saying. Hold on a second. It says Clinton emails.
How did they get these emails? Well,
Oh, they've had them.
I thought she'd wiped them all.
Right. You tell me that the NSA didn't have copies?
I don't know. I don't have a clue.
Well, the NSA's got copies of everything that moves across the net. It just says WikiLeaks just dumped all of their files online. Everything from Hillary Clinton's emails, McCain's being guilty, Vegas shooting, Steve Jobs' HIV letter, pedo Podesta, Afghanistan, Syria, Iran, Bilderberg, CIA agents arrested for rape, WHO, pandemic, you name it. Happy digging.
Well, if these have just come out, nobody's going to have had a chance to go through everything, have they?
Probably not.
What? I don't know. I'll have to have a look at them when I've got more time. But what if there's something like properly illegal in these emails? Like that, will she get arrested? I mean, I can't see it. You know what I mean? Like people like that don't ever go to jail, do they? They've got too many too much power, too much influence.
I don't know. I have no idea, brother. I'm just some podunk out in the middle of the woods. I don't have that kind of information yet. But you would think that the military justice system would have her in custody soon.
Maybe.
Maybe.
What happened with what's she called? Pelosi. Her laptop went missing, didn't it? The Secret Service, after everyone stormed Capitol building. Did you hear about that?
I heard that she was identified at the border. I don't know if that's true or not. But she didn't show up for work today.
Really?
Yep. We'll see. Like I said, everything's you got to go by this stuff 24 to 48 hours before you can even consider its reality.
So what do you think's happening then?
If it's true, she's in custody for insurrection.
Just imagine.
I know. Wouldn't it be glorious to have all these individuals and headed to Gitmo for patriot trials, crimes against the country?
Thing is, this sort of thing happens in poor countries all the time, doesn't it? Like, but to happen to America, like big, like number one in the world, it's fucking huge, really. If that's what's going on.
Oh, hold on a second. Yeah. I was talking to the guys in chat. Hold on. I've been concentrating on this. I didn't realize Canoes and everybody left.
Yeah. Is there anybody else who'll join?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm in, dude. Yeah, I'm in.
So I'm just saying, there's just so much going on, so much craziness out there. What's going on?
Oh, hey. What up? Hey, Bill.
Hey,
What y'all doing? I got my glasses and they look dorky as fuck.
Yes,
oh, they look good. They actually
Yes, they
look
do.
good. They don't look bad.
Nah, they're awful. But they're Ray-Bans, so okay.
You're not used to them, that's all.
Got me a vape.
I wonder if Pelosi's going to show up tomorrow.
I'm hoping Pelosi had to like retreat into her fucking volcano lair that all villains have. Like maybe she's having to go dormant for another 100 years till the chosen virgin is born again or some noise. I don't know. Nancy Pelosi.
She might go into Sleepy Joe's hibernation cave. Some sleep.
Yeah. They cryogenically froze themselves. I don't know. I know it's kind of shitty out there. I don't know what to believe or think. Because let me tell you what happened when I was watching that whole shit go down. First, I was like, fuck yeah, we're storming the Capitol. Then I was like, what is this? What's this nonsense? Oh, they're letting them in. It's odd. Oh, they ain't got no guns. Well, that's weird. You can't really have a revolution without no guns. Kind of weird. Kind of odd. Okay. And then the next day, the internet went ahead and pointed out for me that most all the faces in the front of the crowd were Antifa people. All the people that got into the building. Yeah, everybody that's famous. The fucking Buffalo head guy and the fat dude with the beard next to him and the other guy with the face mask next to that guy. All identified as Antifa members in the Philadelphia area. Yeah, that's kind of odd, don't you think?
Really?
While they were letting those guys in, while they were throwing, CS grenades out at the crowd of patriots.
Yeah. So y'all gonna have to excuse me if I don't have a whole lot of faith at the moment. Plus, I don't know what to believe.
Right.
I did get to go speak to my buddy about what happened in Nashville. Not everything is a conspiracy, people. It was an actual bomb that went off. It was not a missile. However, that bomb was right outside of a place that did, in fact, house Dominion computers or software or whatever. That's fact. So that part of it is definitely a conspiracy. Some lawmakers in my state have been arrested by the FBI for unknown reasons that they will not disclose. So my state has failed us by not protecting our elected representatives. This means that not only should we overthrow the federal government, but we need to overthrow our state governments as well. And that is all I got to say on that matter. There's no other recourse. There's no wait and see, trust a plan, trust this guy, trust this person. No. We collectively, we the people, have to do it for ourselves. Or it's never going to fucking happen. Sorry. That's the truth.
What are lawmakers like? Judges. So,
They're all,
I'm from England. Like I
they're all bought off.
don't get church sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. There's a potted plant outside my neighbor's door. Don't know
What
what
are
happened there.
lawmakers like? Judges.
What now?
Like you said, in your state, lawmakers have been arrested.
Mm-hmm. By the FBI, by the feds.
What is that like? Judges?
Democrats, Republicans.
No. Some judges are elected, but this was our state House of Representatives. And they were all GOP, Republican lawmakers. Of course, because it's Tennessee. We have like 3 Democrats.
So in our country, there'd be like MPs, members of parliament, I suppose, elected people.
Now, we do have elected judges for certain things, but we have a lot of appointed judges too, which aren't really technically judges.
Hey, dude. Cat has a
Bless you.
Is that against your constitution then? If something,
I'll let
like
my
that?
mom know. She'll take her to the vet.
What?
Okay. That was a neighbor.
Is that against your constitution then? If something like that happens,
Yes, actually. It's against not only the Constitution, but it's also against our state law. You don't fucking arrest somebody without a reason.
And our states
They didn't declare a reason.
constitutions.
It was just because.
What'd you say, Bill?
I said we got a federal constitution and we also have state constitutions.
right? What
And
do,
Tennessee basically mirrors the federal Constitution except for the Second Amendment. Our Constitution says that a sheriff can prevent the wearing of firearms with a view to prevent crime. They've abused that and turned that into a license, which is directly tantamount to the Constitution of the United States. But, you know, we also have to have a license to hunt and fish. And it's a pretty goddamn stiff license, too. For a resident, it's $34 just for a fishing license.
so
And that's just if I want to catch bluegill. If I want to catch other shit, oh no, boy. I got to buy stamps for that shit. I got to fucking pay to get into these areas to do it. And everything else.
Same here, Mark.
state constitution differs from state to state. Then I take it.
Yes, but they're not supposed to oppose the federal constitution. That's supposed to be the supreme law of the land.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah. So
all gun laws passed by a state are fucking invalid under the U.S. Constitution. But that's just one of my bitches. Right now, I'm seeing the national election stolen, fake, not a fair election. I am a U.S. citizen. That kind of pisses me off a little bit. And now I'm seeing the feds arrest Republican lawmakers under mysterious circumstances, which violates the Fourth Amendment of the Constitution and many, many, many state statutes that we have here. And that's just all fucking cool, I guess.
who's in charge of the FBI and these agencies? Have they got? Are they like separate to government? If that makes sense.
Kinda. They're independent agencies, yeah. I mean, they'll fall under a department, but they're independent agencies. Like, like you look at the CIA, that's supposed to be what, executive, and it just is a constant. No matter who the president is, you know, we change administrations, you still have this illegal fucking bitch ass agency called the CIA doing whatever they want to do, regardless of who the president is. Then you have the FBI, Department of Justice. And guess what? Same goddamn thing. Supreme Court justices come and go. The FBI remains. It just does what it does.
What's the difference between FBI and CIA? CIA like more international.
There are more. There are more of them, but check this out. The
Are they
CIA.
equivalent to like MI5 in England? Like
I would say the CIA is more like MI6.
Yeah.
MI5, if I'm not mistaken, is like your national police, right?
No.
No,
No.
or just a different kind of spies.
Yeah. The MI5's like counter-terrorism and
Okay. Okay. Yeah. The FBI.
intelligence, all that type of thing.
The FBI stands for the Federal Bureau of Investigation. They investigate federal crimes, interstate crimes, things of that nature. But at the same time, they are our premier counterterrorism agency.
Yeah, like in England, you won't get arrested by well, unless you were doing something properly bad. But like in America, you get people who turn up with FBI like jackets on, don't you, and arrest people and do shit. Undercover.
The FBI are actually peace officers. They actually have law enforcement powers.
Yeah,
I think the equivalent, what you're thinking about here, would be our Department of Homeland Security. They're not police officers. However, they do conduct quite a bit of shit. I worked for them, by the way. Coast Guard.
That's why I mean
department.
with CIA. They're more like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I don't think we've got an equivalent in this country.
Well, we have so many of these agencies. We have the CIA, the FBI, the BATFE, ABC, whatever. The fucking BLM. Yeah. It's just nuts, all these agencies we have. The EPA that doesn't actually protect the environment whatsoever.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Bureau of Land Management.
Yeah, I'm not talking about Black Lives Matter. Although it almost seems like they're a government agency since they get away with doing all kinds of shit.
Activist arm of the DNC.
Let's see what else. I don't know, man. But odds are kind of stacked against us. I mean, I've been pretty disillusioned. This whole shit with those lawmakers, my state didn't protect them. I heard all kind of shit talk my whole life. Yeah, they would. Yeah, they would. Well, no, they didn't. They just let the Fed, they just belly up for the feds.
What happens now? They've been arrested then?
I don't know. Because they were arrested by the fucking FBI without any declared charges. None. The most information I got from it, not only from my Davidson County Sheriff's buddy, he's in the know. He stood in the fucking crater, by the way. Part of the investigation. But anyway, he's in the know. He's also a high-ranking Freemason, And everybody who's anybody here is a goddamn Freemason. So he has the information. Okay. And between him and what I could find online, what's being reported about it, which is very little, was we suspect them of something that we can't tell you at the moment.
To do something like that, though, it can't stay quiet. It's not like they can do something like that and keep it secret, is it? I mean,
well, but we're a little bit different, I guess, because all of us here know what the fuck is up. Things are at a boiling point. Like I talk about all the time, how I look around and the sky is not falling here in Tennessee.
But I bet you they was arrested for insurrection.
We'll see. You know, everybody I talk about, I'm getting to that. I step out the front door. I fucking get in my car. I go to the grocery store. Life is going on. The world is turning. You know, I'm in a very moneyed. I wouldn't actually say that. A lot of money changes hands where I'm at. There's a lot of business where I'm at. And everything's fine. Just right here locally. But every single person you talk about, I don't care if you're at that grocery store, you at a parts house, wherever. Every single person you talk to is like, hey, it's about to pop the fuck off. We're fed up. We are fed up. And if history tells us anything, when a bunch of Tennesseans get fed up, people normally get shot. And I wish that this would happen all across the nation, because it's not just here. Our nation is fucking falling apart. Freedom is slipping through our fingers. And the best we got is some Antifa dudes breaking in the Capitol? Come on now. While we're still armed, we got to do something. That's my 2 cents. That's my 2 cents. Take it or leave it. Maybe leave it. I don't know.
I'm just interested to learn about America. I mean, I'm not completely ignorant to what goes on in America, but I don't understand a lot of your constitution and what people believe, if that makes sense.
Oh, you have all the freedom in the world until you're pulled over.
I've got no freedom. I come from England.
Well, I'm just saying, you come here, we've got lots of biscuits, bunch of meth, real good fishing, pretty good hunting. There are venues. There's a lot of shopping. Plenty of shit to do around here. Beautiful place. Nice, friendly people. But
America's place to be.
But then as soon as you speak to the police, you just don't have any fucking rights anymore.
Or it was the place to be. It was. America was the place to be, wasn't it? But I don't know.
It will be.
Was, and this ain't new. This issue is older than I am.
Yeah, but what's going on now is sort of unprecedented, isn't it? I mean, it's
not really. If you don't count the whole Bundy Ranch thing, the last time we had a real militia action was here in my state in 1946. And do you know what it was over? Do you know what the citizens of Athens, Tennessee took arms over? A rigged election.
Rigged election.
Yeah, but like,
so they shot the fucking sheriff. And they abolished their government and established a new one locally.
Like you said,
and
though,
you know what?
1946.
And you know what? That's our right to do.
It's a bit ago, isn't it?
It's still our right to do that as much today as it was in 46, as it was in 1776.
Yeah, that's right.
It's still valid. We still have the right to overthrow our government.
And we're required to do it.
That's right. It's a duty.
Yep. Not just a right.
Our last law was the Militia Act of what, 47? I'm within the age group. It's my duty. We're all militia.
And you got to realize that the people that are in control right now that shouldn't be are going to do everything they can to demonize us when we do. So it's
that happened, Bill. That happened 200 years ago, or however long that was.
Yeah.
You know, our founding fathers were not really fucking popular.
No,
they were
weren't.
branded as traitors and terrorists and everything else.
You can imagine your government, Andy, freaking out over all of these, all of their own citizens saying "fuck you" to the Queen, because that's basically what we did.
It was the king
Yeah.
at the time, Charles, I believe.
George.
Yeah.
Yeah.
George. Mad King George.
But that's basically what we did. So you can imagine everybody in England thought we were, all demon possessed, and we were animals and everything else, and they wanted to kill us all.
Those wild colonists won't pay their tea tax.
I've been called a colonist. I've been called that.
We've got our Democrats are called Labour, and Labour are like communists, scumbag, and there's a lot of them who are all in like different not political groups, but different groups who were really against our Queen, like want to abolish her. And these people are actually MPs in our country.
Looking as an outsider looking in, I don't know much about your country. A lot of people tell me the Queen's just a figurehead, but then I get other info that says she actually has control of many, many armies outside of England. So probably not just a figurehead.
She's Queen of a lot of countries, not just England.
Yeah, exactly. It's the crown. That's a whole other thing. I looked at like a infographic of that. So you have England, then you have the UK, then you have the EU, and then you have the crown. And there's just like layers upon layers of shit going on. If I were an Englishman today, I would be like a total monarchy supporter. I'd be like, fuck the EU, fuck the Union, long live the Queen.
Exactly.
That's because I'm a patriot like that.
That's why I am. That's why I am. I get in America you don't like Monica because of the past. But wasn't it Horatio Gates that said before the war, when he was trying not to, but before the revolution, I believe it was Gates that said, "Oh, great! Now we're going to change a tyrant so many thousand miles away for thousands of tyrants 1 mile away." Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I've never seen the monarchy as tyrants. Ben Arnold were the best American.
I don't know.
I'm joking.
No comment, my friend.
I'm only joking.
Yeah.
But
there's nothing wrong with being a patriot for your own country.
Exactly.
Anybody out here hearing my voice?
Like,
don't be a patriot for America if you're not American. Be a patriot for your own fucking country.
Exactly.
Maybe ignite the spark of freedom there.
Exactly.
They
Exactly.
take the idea of liberty there.
You can still be friends with other countries and be proud of your own country.
I guess if you have a treaty.
we're brothers, aren't we? I mean, you're in a republic, but
But so are
country's being
you.
taken
I mean,
over.
Parliament really runs England, don't it?
The Queen's still number one.
Is she really?
Yeah. Parliament can't do anything without Queen, but
No shit.
she just chooses not to.
So you just show you
use
don't
the
have
powers.
shady
I
shit
can
going
explain
on.
this. Like the Queen's dad, who used to be king, he used to use his powers more. And as times have gone on, the Queen's decided to sit back a bit. But if the Queen wants to, she can do anything she wants. She's still number one.
I guess it's good to be queen, huh?
She's an hero. Like, how old is she? 93 years old or something. She still works every day.
386, actually. I'm pretty sure the Queen of England was there when this place got created. She old, man. She almost as old as Betty White.
Why? How old is Barry White?
Oh my God. Well, that bulb just blew. How old is Betty White?
Barry White. Wow.
Shit, man. Late Cretaceous?
My internet is fading out.
Sorry. Yeah, Queen's number one for me.
That's awesome.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear.
Well, anyway, I wanted to get back to talking about the stuff going on.
Oh, Don, don't leave. Calling me an idiot, dude. Don, I'm like, at least I have triple digit IQ, man. I'm like, what the fuck? Call me a fucking idiot.
There's
I think I triggered him. I didn't mean to. I was trying to be nice. I was trying to stir my patriots. I was trying to rouse everybody.
we got a lot of issues all right here we need to talk about, and things about what's going on. What else have we heard? You know, that kind of thing. And that's what
Well, I just spilled all the beans I got, except for what's in the crock pot. I'm keeping them beans.
I'm going through articles left and right, trying to figure out what the hell, you know, see possibly what's coming up next, what we got to duck, and which way we can weave. And,
Now, Wiz, you might want to look into what I was saying about them dudes being identified as Antifa.
I already have.
Did you find it?
There were several articles about it, yeah.
Okay.
And some of it was on specific identifications. Yep.
Yeah. Philadelphia chapter. Let's see. Oh, when I had that whole talk, I was flying a drone around town. That was pretty fun. I buzzed a dude with a dog. Yeah.
Are y'all guys part of Young Boys? Proud Boys, sorry. Fucking Young Boys, what am I talking about? Proud Boys.
I ain't into all that, but
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about Proud Boys. I think we have like groups like us, and so I think the generic term here would be just patriots.
Yeah.
You know.
I think that's what I'd class me as, a patriot.
Yeah, that's what to call it. It's weird. Like, I see the national news and I hear about things going on in other places, but here locally, we don't got that shit. Like, we don't have BLM running amok here. We would kill them.
Oh.
Like, there's a reason that this place is decent. We don't put up with that shit. I mean, look at your history. Look at the 60s. Don't get too uppity now, goddammit. You're saying.
So that's not on anymore.
Why? What happened in the 60s?
I don't know. That just went in one ear and out the other. My eyes are making me dizzy. I just got these today and I'm adjusting. It's like fucking with my equilibrium and shit.
So something happened to the stream, huh?
Something happened to the stream.
Yeah, that's what they're talking about in chat.
I can still hear.
Hold on. Let me look. See what people are saying. Well, thank you, Miriam. That's the first person that said nice glasses. Everybody else was like, oh, you know about them glasses.
Oh, fantastic glasses.
I don't give a shit. They're Ray-Bans.
Son of a bitch.
What? What
Some
happened?
of the links I wanted to show have already been.
Have already been what?
Some of the links I wanted to show have already been removed from the net.
Wow. Well, they're moving on it at a rapid pace, ain't they? That sucks.
What the fuck, man? That's ridiculous. I was up 20 minutes.
What were the links about?
Yeah, tell us.
There was a promo sent out supposedly from the president talking about time to stand up.
Talk about, dude.
Wow, what the hell?
They actually are Ray-Bans. I got a great deal on them with my insurance. Anyway, that's just side note, addressing people in chat. So, links have already been took down. That's kind of shitty.
Yeah.
Well, what you thinking, Wiz? What you think the next step is? What's your thoughts, man?
Oh, man. I'm thinking this is all fucked up.
Is that your battery beeping?
Yeah.
Damn it.
I know, right?
Oh, you were the guy who does batteries and things. You were on stream the other day showing batteries.
No, that's battery addiction. live off the grid, but we've had limited sunshine for the last 4 days. So power gets low real quick.
Hey, Wiz.
Yeah.
I just want you to know, man. Remember not long ago when you would do like a test stream here and there during the day, and we had like these long ass conversations about gardening and shit?
Yeah.
I really like that.
Yeah.
Just want to say I appreciate you.
Well, we'll be getting back to that stuff.
Hopefully in time. Hopefully things will get back to normal. I'm just wondering what.
A couple weeks after they announce Trump's going to be our president for the next 4 years, it'll take a couple weeks for us to knock the heads of the stupid bastards and get back to world, get back to living. It won't take long. There's not a lot of them.
I don't know, man. Quite a lot of them. They're like a hydra.
There's not a lot of them in comparison. You have to understand, they're only as loyal as the money. A lot of these guys are only as loyal.
Yeah. And when you stop and think about it, you can blame them. But if you're like a state rep in, I don't know, whatever place, and you don't make a whole lot of money for the area you live in, and then suddenly these people are like, hey, man, we'll give you $1 million if you vote this way. Well, suddenly, a lot of people are going to be tempted by that. They're going to be like, $1 million? Well, goddamn, I can send my kids to college now. They exploit those little things like that. Even officially. Like Job Corps. No, it's not Job Corps. What the fuck am I talking about? What is that thing? It ain't serving in the military, but they'll give you free college if you go and be a fucking hippie or something. I forget what it's called, but yeah. No, it's some program they got, but like they always lure people with shit,
Right.
So I guess, and you know what I'm talking about, I'm sure. And that manifests itself in so many different ways across the board. So basically, if it feels like a temptation, it's probably wrong. Most likely.
Yeah. Let's do that.
That being said, some of my best friends would sell their mama for, $100,000. But
100,000.
100,000.
Give you mine. I'll pay you. Take her.
Trust me, I could sell you my mama, and you would be like looking for the receipt, trying to get a refund, and all kinds of shit. You'd be like, man, she mean, and she burnt that steak, and such.
The other one I wanted to play.
Hello and welcome to another update. The 10th, and as perhaps many of you would expect, I haven't been had many hours sleep. It's been quite an interesting evening, and I want to go in and tell you stuff that perhaps is new to you and some that might not be, but we can give you some clarification. Okay. It's not unusual for me to receive messages at all times of the day and the night, but the message that I received yesterday started off with the words, "This is not a drill." And those of you who've served in one way or the other, you will know what that means. So I immediately realized that this was not the normal message, in the sense that it was intel yet to happen. This was something of a great significance. The original plan was for the president at midnight Eastern time, that's the East Coast, to make an address to the people. with Mike Pompeo doing half an hour release on Twitter, then every 15 minutes, then every 10 minutes, then every 5 minutes. That was the original plan, a sort of a countdown. That's what the military wanted. That didn't happen in the end because events overtook what was to happen. 8 days ago, I was told to expect this action not yesterday, but Wednesday to come. So I wasn't expecting this until 3 days or so time, and I had a whole plan laid out to alert all my coordinators for them to pass it on to the members and to the general public. That plan went out the window because this operation was brought forward. I need to explain to you what's happened, why that's had to be brought forward. Those of you who've done your research, and those of you who haven't, have a good look. You'll know that Pakistan suffered a huge power outage. About 40% of the country, that's a big country, 40% of the country was out. For most people, they scratch their heads and say, well, we've never heard Pakistan in the news. What's all this about? And I'd like to tell you. General Electric, for those of you who don't know, is a very big defense contractor. It's an American company, and the F-16, I believe, General Dynamics F-16, I believe, used a General Electric turbojet or a fan jet. Many American fighters have General Electric as the engine. There are three main big companies. One is Pratt & Whitney, the other is General Electric, and the other, of course, is Rolls-Royce. If I've forgotten any of you engine manufacturers, I'm very sorry. Right. Is not at all happy with American companies being sold to China, and most of the employees of General Electric didn't realize that they were on the verge of having their company sold to a Chinese conglomerate. And as you know, all Chinese conglomerates lead to the Chinese Communist Party. The offer bid was $5.4 billion. The deal was to take place in Pakistan. When the Chinese realized that Donald Trump was onto them, predominantly through Nancy Pelosi's laptop and 15 others that were taken during the mayhem in the Capitol building, they brought forward this deal. They wanted General Electric to get across it to China very quickly. And can you imagine if you were in the United States Air Force or any European Air Force and you should go to war with China, you would be flying an aeroplane and fighting an aeroplane that had the same engine that you had. That was not ever going to happen. So to go live on Tuesday or Wednesday. Hello, darling. Tuesday or Wednesday was brought forward to last night because the Chinese have brought forward their plan to sign the deal, which was to take place in Pakistan. That is why there was an outage in Pakistan. Let's move on quickly. I've only had one report, and those of you who know me, I don't go live with you guys until I have two independent reports telling me the same thing. I cannot confirm that the Italian Prime Minister has been arrested. I can tell you that it's true that an Italian judge signed a warrant for his arrest. Also signed a warrant for the arrest of a very high-ranking leading general who was responsible for the Leonardo satellites. The Italian government is up to their neck in this, but a deal is trying to be done with the United States or with Trump to say that can we please say that the Leonardo satellites were hacked, therefore it absolves Italian from prosecution. And I think the Americans might be saying, yes, okay, we'll accept that, but you've got to arrest X, Y, and Z. So that's what's happening in Italy. There was a considerable power outage in Berlin. Don't be surprised because we had all the Dominion servers in Frankfurt in Germany, and there was some administrative stuff in Berlin that had to be dealt with. That's that. There is a curfew in Quebec from 8 p.m. until 5 a.m. And if you're driving from the United States into Canada and those borders, you might expect your car to be searched. I think they're stopping 1 in every 3 or 1 in every 5 as a random check. So that's going on now. Yesterday, regular troops, not National Guard, regular troops were deployed in California, and I did post that on my website, simonparks.org, and there are some troop movements. Yes, I know there are troop movements all over the place, it's regular, but this was part of this operation. Here's the exciting news. Well, it's all exciting, isn't it? But the Insurrection Act was signed last night. That is why I got the message, this is not a drill. So the Insurrection Act has been signed by the president. Do not expect President Trump to bother to go to Congress to be inaugurated. You American guys and lasses will know very well it's not the first time that a president has been inaugurated in the White House. And I'm expecting the president to be inaugurated in the White House. In terms of Britain, I also got a message, the people who are, looking after me, can I put it like that, know where I live, and they've said that they are expecting some power outages in the United Kingdom, not for very long, but it could affect the pumps, the water pumps that pump our drinking water, and there could be in some areas a power outage with no water being pumped. So if you're in a position this morning or this afternoon, whenever you get this, get yourself some extra drinking water, perhaps fill a bathtub so you can flush your lavatory. Remember, if you have any pets like I do, make sure you keep your bathroom or doors closed. Don't let your pets fall and drown in the bath water. We should expect the big names that we all know and talk about not to go in this first phase. There will be a number of phases, and these phases will occur. Now, those of you who watched my, I thought it was quite nice chat with Charlie Ward and Nicholas, who was doing the hosting. I knew to an extent what was coming, and I couldn't sort of tell you guys exactly because I didn't know what day it was to be. We knew that it was Tuesday or Wednesday, but there was always a possibility to bring it forward. And if you want to play back that interview, I did my best to tell everybody. I can't remember if it was a question from Nicholas. I said, look, Charlie, don't you think we've reached the end of the road? Don't you think we've got to do it? I got the joke of, the big stick, and people say to me, what is it with you Brits? You always want to get in there and start walloping. And I said to Charlie, don't you think we've reached the end of the game? Don't you think he needs to sign the Insurrection Act or what have you? And I think I said to Charlie, don't you think it's time to stop dancing around? That was the best thing I could do to say, look, I'm expecting Tuesday, Wednesday, but, they might bring this forward. So check that back and you'll see that I said that. You'll also, if you check back, goodness knows if you have any time, but check back, and I said of Lieutenant General Michael Flynn, he's going to play a really important in the coming weeks, and I said that he had to be pardoned because he couldn't hold office unless the president had pardoned him. And what I can tell you, within 20 minutes of him being pardoned, he had already received all of his top secret clearances, so he could go back into the Pentagon and do whatever he needed to do. Now, I can't confirm what I'm going to tell you now, but based on what I'd already told you guys about Flynn being really important, do not be surprised if Lieutenant General Flynn is put forward as the vice president under Trump in the coming administration. So you sort of heard it here first, but I can't absolutely guarantee that. What I can say to you is that I already knew when he was pardoned and the conversations I had that there was a role, and I know some people get a bit cross with me and they were saying, oh, look at Simon's telling the general what to do. No, I wasn't. I was just aware that Trump had a very big role for Lieutenant General Flynn. Now, that might end up being something else. It might be another post in government, but I wouldn't personally be surprised if he is offered the position of vice president, and Trump, of course, will be the president. in fact, the mainstream media, of course,
Oh shit!
everything out. They will be, because they are not the target at the moment, and it's so important that you don't watch mainstream news. Don't watch any clips of the president, because they will be CGI changed. They will be hacked so that they don't make any sense, or they will just not be carried. You need to get on to those Patriot sites that have agreed to carry the president's message in full. If those main sites can't operate because Silicon Valley takes them down, then the emergency broadcast service will be used for the United States, including Hawaii, of course, which will come onto your cell phones and will broadcast messages to you. That really and truly is a last resort. And so it's unfolding. Don't expect it within a lightning 24 hours. This is going to have to go on up to about the 19th of January. And thereafter, all of the middle rankers, all of the deeply dug in assets again have to be dealt with. But what has to happen is that Biden has to be arrested and has to be public. I personally don't want any sort of side deals with the man. We were seeing released pictures. I asked them not to be shown around my network, except we have what we call in MeWe Pro, we have what we call the dark corner, because I don't want to stop information, but I don't want people who are in my organization who, are going to be traumatized by some of this stuff. So we have what we call the dark corner, and there were pictures that the military have released of Biden's laptop, which are paedophilia photographs. And I know members were very critical of Becky, saying, you're pulling these. No, she acted under my orders, because there are plenty of members of Connected Consciousness who themselves are survivors of ritual abuse and of paedophilia. And it's not right for them to open their laptops and then be hit with that picture. That isn't about healing, that's trauma. So I've had those removed, and I put those in the dark corner.
Well, I'm just bringing you what I can find.
Oh, was that dude? I've never seen him before.
Yeah, I'd never seen him before either, but I'm just saying it corroborates some of the other stuff I've seen as well.
I'm gonna be out of character. I'm gonna be out of character and really mature about it. I don't know who this guy is. Like, why should we trust what he's saying?
I'm not saying do. I'm just saying that's another report that's out there. Just another one. The Insurrection Act has been enacted.
What it was saying that GE were trying to sell GE to China in Pakistan.
Yeah, military equipment, military engines, stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he meant the whole company.
Do what?
I thought he meant the whole business. Like,
no, they wouldn't do that.
No.
Yeah, that's right.
Because they're contractors. They're a company. They want their freedom to build engines for whoever pays them the most. Damn.
Geez, a nasty company.
Yeah, GE's a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Besides, everything you see in here, you got to give it 24 to 48 hours before you can believe it or not.
Yeah, there's got to be some kind of confirmation. Like,
Well, that's about the third one. It's a third different guy that I saw. And the others, the reason I showed it is because the other ones have been taken down.
Huh? Nothing. I haven't eaten. Oh, it's probably the beans you're smelling.
But yeah, I just, while you're having your conversation. But yeah, we've been, yeah. So, but yeah, that's the other ones have been taken down. And before that one got taken down, I wanted to show them. There were two other ones that I was wanting to show as well. They've been taken down. So.
That kind of lends credence to it when somebody's saying something and it gets silenced.
See you later, Meadows.
Kind of tells me, oh, I haven't been looking at chat. Kind of tells me that there might be something to it. There's something I was going to ask you about. Oh, the Doomsday Plane thing. Was that ever confirmed?
I've gotten several different communications on that. So it does appear that it was, I mean, seems like it's confirmed.
Seems like it, okay.
They've been moving the president around on different aircraft, one of them being the Doomsday craft.
What's the Doomsday Plan? What's that?
Well, don't forget, too, these aircraft need regular maintenance and shit.
Right. There's the Doomsday Plane is basically a plane. It's a mobile field command that is designed to withstand nuclear blast.
It's like an AC-130, but on steroids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know all about it, baby.
Why? What's the idea behind that? What's happened?
What?
What's happened? What's the idea behind that? Is it like an Air Force One type thing?
What's the idea behind that? It's called keeping the president safe.
Yeah.
From
You
those
got
who
to
meet his demise.
yeah, you've got to protect the president, and that takes a fleet of vehicles.
Extraordinary measures.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's
yeah.
I mean, you've got layers of people.
Doesn't Air Force One do that?
I said.
What?
Doesn't Air Force One do that?
Well, yeah, but it's just one of many layers of protections. Usually Air Force One is really flown for
Diplomatic shit.
run-of-the-mill day-to-day business, really. And then you have like these doomsday planes, and then you have aircraft in between.
Yep.
And the same with cars, and boats, and then there's multi-levels of people around him, and all kinds of stuff. It's astronomical how much goes into protecting the president of the United States. It's mind-boggling. So, I mean, there's a whole service dedicated to it. And then some other peripheral agencies as well. So.
Rightly so, America's number one, and if America fails, everyone else does.
If America fails, I don't know what to say, man. we're not the only free country in the world, but we're the most powerful free country in the world. I think if we fall, those places that have liberty besides us, it'll just be a domino effect. Unfortunately. Because if we fall, then it's going to be a global communist fucktopia. And with the whole weight of the world bearing on you, plus the remnants of the United States of America, it's going to be awfully hard to keep your freedom. Just saying. Hell, I do a good job just to keep some beans. Well, just going out to the car to get my smokes. Bear with me a second.
I sure hope Canoes comes on soon because I'm just not on top.
Canoes, you got to do it, brother. You have got to fucking come on. Ain't nobody else. It's just you, Pat, and Canoes, right? Pretty much, yeah. There ain't nothing wrong with ending the stream early, but I mean, we all kind of used to staying up a little later than this.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, blame it on the rain.
I will. It's that goddamn rain.
Can you still hear me?
Got me all. I don't have much to do.
I can't hear very well with it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, I'm trying to figure out. But yeah, no, I was moving around trying to look at stuff. Trying to figure out how much time I got left. I got about maybe 15 minutes.
15 minutes. I'm enjoying myself too much in this stream. Can't leave though.
Yeah.
God dang.
But yeah. All right, we got I think Don Ben's up on Twitch for the time being, running his InfoWars stream. You guys can hang out there until we figure out what's going on. And maybe come back up. I don't know.
I can't hear very well, man. Who's in Twitch?
Fellas, I'm going to head down and chat.
All right, man.
It's been a great conversation. Nice meeting you, Andy.
Yeah, you too, dude. Speak to you some other time.
Well, y'all have a great night. I'll be in the chat.
All right, I'll be up here as long as I can.
All right, man. Canoes, help.
Right.
Yeah.
Canoes, where you at, my brother? Yeah, shit.
I can hear you now. I couldn't hear you properly before.
Do what?
I couldn't hear you properly before. A bit quiet.
Oh, yeah. I told you I was moving around the room trying to figure out how much time I got left.
All right, man. What did you say about Twitch?
Bear's Place on Twitch. Let me get a link. Let's see here. That's a rally point that we use. He's good to go. He's up. I'll put the link up here.
They're gonna forcibly remove.
All right. And go here. This is Bear's Place link. I don't know what Canoe's schedule is like, or what if he's around.
Out of the rural areas for re-education.
I followed it, dude. I followed it.
All right. Yeah. Bookmark it or follow it, whatever. And that's where we assemble when nobody else is up, or trying to figure out what's going on and where to go.
All right. I was talking to some guys the other day, like, and I ended up in a Discord, and I were in that Discord today, and then I think I got removed from it because it just disappeared.
There's a lot of stuff like that going on right now. There's a lot of things being shut down, a lot of channels being shut down. Salty Cracker got shut down. Bear's Place on D Live got shut down.
What? Who buy?
Do what?
And why? Who buy and why?
D Live did. D Live team. I was there when they did it. And yep. Oops. You brought yourself out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think something fucked up, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Shit. Well, if nobody else is wanting to come up, man, I'm gonna have to bring her down. Otherwise, I'm gonna run out of power, and it messes everything up if it shuts down on power outage. I'm gonna have to bring her down. Otherwise, I'm gonna run. Hey. All right, guys. No problem, man. All right, guys. We will continue this conversation tomorrow. I don't know exactly when I'll be on, but it'll be sometime after about 7 o'clock. Dream well, Patriots. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you all for being here and participating. Oh, wait a second. Ooh. Hey, Canoes, what's up, man?
Hear me?
Yeah. I'm not going to be able to stay up for more than a couple more minutes, man.
Yeah.
So
I'm heading to bed myself. I've got a really early start tomorrow.
All right.
Oh yeah. And the internet's been fucked up here because the provider is doing service on my street, so that's why I kept dropping out earlier.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So not a good night over here.
But thank you everybody for participating. Everybody came up on screen. Thank you. Everybody in chat, you guys are awesome. I'm just trying to do what I can to get the word out of what I can. Just remember, whatever you hear, give it 24 to 48 hours before you believe it or disbelieve it. Okay? Just because it's something you want to hear doesn't mean it's true. And just because it's something you don't want to hear doesn't mean it's true either. All right? So keep your heads about you. And just use critical thinking. And don't go off jumping off cliffs just off of the word of some crazy guy on the internet. All right. Love you guys.
Peace out.
God bless you. Dream well, Patriots. We are winning, and we're going to win this one too. Trump's going to be our president for the next 4 years. Have faith. God is in control. And we'll see you tomorrow.